Obsession, obsession, learning to do makeup, and the price is right. I am obsessed with fresh jack spices. These are just handy and I really recommend them. Same with my sports salts and my patch vitamins. Try it, y'all. And I'm losing it. Hey y'all, hey, it's Erica with Time to Shrink. I am coming at you today with one of my favorite videos to do. It is my July favorites. Once a month, I like to kind of gather things that I have just been loving or obsessed with and share it with y'all. So, it's the end of June. I think I said July. Did I say July? One of my favorite videos to do, y'all. Every single month, I like to kind of gather things that I'm loving using, things that I'm obsessed with, and share them with y'all. So this will be my June favorites, and let's just jump into it. Okay, number one. These are vitamins, but not in a regular way that you would think of vitamins. These are vitamin patches. It's from a company called Patch MD. This is a multivitamin patch and an iron patch. They make lots of patches, but I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy, if you don't know, back in November, and after weight loss surgeries, it becomes very, very important to make sure that you get your vitamins. We are not able to eat large quantities of food at a time, and I kind of have to make a preference to make sure that I get in my protein before anything else. And one of the things that means is that I'm not getting in a lot of my veggies. So it becomes very, very vital if you've had any type of weight loss surgery to keep up with your vitamins. I truthfully think if you're on a keto diet, it's also very vital because there are also things that we're not eating that have a lot of the vitamins and minerals in it. So we need to just make sure that we're covered. Vitamin deficiencies often don't show up for years, y'all. I was very hesitant to try patch vitamins, y'all. Like, I really was. I wasn't sure the delivery system would work. It's just a little, let me take one out and show you. It literally is just a little patch. Those little squares. You just peel it off of this paper, and I put them literally right here, right under my bra and my boob. You can put it on your shoulder, you can put it wherever you want, somewhere that it's gonna stay. So that's just, I found a good spot for me. I find if I put it on my back, sometimes they'll peel off in the night and I don't even realize it because I can be really restless. Anyways, I wasn't sure how great these would work, but I was throwing up every vitamin that I took. Every multivitamin that I took, I was throwing it up. So I decided to give these a try, and I was a little low on iron at my last blood checks, at my last labs, and I had a few things that were a little off on vitamins, but I was like, you know what, we're gonna try it because I'm not holding down any of my regular vitamins. And I'm now 7 months out, and my 6-month labs looked amazing. My iron was perfect. So I highly recommend these. They have sales all the time directly on their website. I never ever have paid full price for these. I highly recommend them. I will link their website down below. I don't have any discounts for you or anything like that. I just love the product. This video is not in any way sponsored by anything. I'm just literally telling you about products that I love. The next thing is, let's do non-food items first. The next thing is a makeup palette. I am not amazing at makeup. I'm trying to learn, y'all. But makeup palettes can be so expensive. Well, I was watching somebody on YouTube, and I wish I remembered who it was, but I don't. And they talked about how this cherry palette, it's by C Color. The Urban Decay has a palette that's very, very similar to this, and it's like over $50. This was like $10. So I'm not wearing this palette today. I should have put it on. It's got a lot of really, really great colors. The darker colors are super, super rich. The metallics go on very, very well. The base colors are beautiful with my skin. I really like this. I got it on Amazon, and it was $10 or $12, I think. It was really cheap. And the other thing is, it smells like cherries. Like, it legit smells like cherries, which I don't need it to, but it's not a bad smell. So anyways, I am loving this. I will definitely be purchasing more of their brand palettes because I really, really like the quality and how it goes on. It does have a decent amount of fall off, so I kind of like hit my brush before I go to my face, and I always do my eyes before anything else so I can just clean up whatever fallout there might be. So there's that. Now we're gonna go on to food. I did get sent recently, and I did a review video on it. I'll put it up here, but I got sent some spices from a company called Fresh Jacks. This is one of the ones that they sent me. It is called Bold Bayou. My son says that it tastes like the Cajun seasoning from Five Guys, and he's not too off, but this, really on anything that we've tried it on, has been amazing, but this on shrimp, I'm legit obsessed, y'all. Oh my goodness. I do shrimp and butter and this on a baking sheet and some lemons and bake it in the oven at like 425 until it's finished. It depends on the size of your shrimp, how long it's gonna take, but it is legit amazing. Every spice that they sent me was legit amazing, and I cannot recommend it enough. I do have a discount code for you on this, and it will be linked down below. But Fresh Jacks is a small family company. They are just really, really great people. I was able to go see their place where they do their processing and packaging and everything in Jacksonville because I just happened to be in town, and it was really, really cool. But they use all really fresh, really, I don't know if they use all organic, but they use mostly organic, if not all organic products. They don't use any they don't use any fillers or preservatives, which is such a big deal to me. I don't want any of the fillers or preservatives. I just want the straight spices, and that is so hard to find. So if you're into spices, if you like to change things up with how you cook, they have a huge line. The prices are very reasonable, and the quality is amazing. Highly recommend. I just was showing you this one, but I really there hasn't been one I didn't like, and I will be reordering and ordering and ordering time and time again. Next is this snack. This is Intact Snacks. It comes in a variety of flavors. What this is, it's literally like a dehydrated cheese. It's not a baked product, it's dehydrated. This is my favorite. They have lots of different ones, but it's Cheese Lover Spicy, and their spice mix comes from, actually everything on this one comes from Chile. So Chilean butter cheese, salt, it's got some egg, it does have a little bit of cornstarch, chili, coriander, cumin, and salt, and it is produced in Chile. I don't know if they all are or just this flavor, but my understanding from someone that was just at KetoCon this week is that they use all grass-fed, grass-finished milk to start this product with, and they locally source it from the areas that they're working near. So I think that's really, really cool. It is 10 grams of protein and 4 grams of total carbs, and it does not have any dietary fiber. That's for this whole package. Now, they say there's 2 servings in a package, but it's a little package, y'all. I've never not eaten the entire thing, and I have a tiny little tummy, so yeah, you're probably gonna eat the whole thing. But it's so, so yummy. If you have not tried this, I highly, highly suggest it. It's a little pricey, but in my opinion, it's worth it. I don't have a code for this. You probably could find one somewhere on Instagram, but I will link down below the Amazon link for this. The next thing, I'm kind of going all over the place. I meant to go in order. The next thing is sport salts. Sport salts are basically a electrolyte replacement. They are advertised for like hot yoga or doing lots of activities outside. But I've also heard that many people on keto and people that have something called POTS, which is something that they're pretty positive I have, where if my sodium level and hydration levels aren't high enough, I can get super dizzy, I can pass out, my heart can go crazy, major palpitations, just, it's not fun. And this is something that I've found to use when I'm fasting, but also to use if I have those episodes. Pure Planet Sport Salts. And something that is so great about these is most of the electrolyte replacements in a pill form that you're gonna find are pretty low on how much is actually in there. There's usually not a whole lot of sodium, there's usually really not a whole lot of potassium, and there's usually just a small amount of magnesium. The one thing that I have found that y'all know I love is Zip Fizz. It has a decent amount of the potassium, which is important for me. It is hot in my house, y'all. I'm sorry, I'm like dying. But this one for 2 capsules, and the capsules are just like a regular capsule size. Let me see if I can It's just a regular capsule size. A serving is 2 capsules, and you get 889 potassium bicarb, magnesium carbonate 667 milligrams, and 444 milligrams of pink Himalayan salt. Now, potassium bicarb is not, you're not going to absorb the full 889 milligrams, unfortunately. You're probably going to get a third to half of that. So you probably could take more than 1 dose of this, but it's getting you a good amount of sodium, which is why they suggest it for like hot yoga or things that you're going to be sweating and losing some salt, getting a little dehydrated. That's why they recommend it for that. But for me, I'm using it when I fast because I don't want to take a zip fizz when I fast. And then if I'm getting symptomatic, that's what I'm using these for. I found these on Amazon. I thought the price was all right. I'm going to keep one of these in my purse, keep one of these at home. One of those things I'm just kind of going to travel with. Along those same lines, y'all have probably heard me talk about this so many times. These are Maldon sea salts. Maldon sea salts. They come in these cute little containers, and I just recently found out not only do they have the sea salt, they also have a smoked sea salt. The smoked sea salt I was so excited to try, because what I use these for is when I'm getting a little dizzy or getting a little symptomatic, I'll put it directly under my tongue. Also with fasting, if you're feeling hungry and you're not to your eating window yet, or you're fasting days in a row, putting some of this directly under your tongue and letting it dissolve sublingually is really helpful, because that route makes it go into your system quickly and can resolve that hunger feeling. It can resolve that dizzy feeling or that headache if you're having like a keto flu headache or something like that. These are super great. I stash these everywhere. They are just big flakes of salt. Big flakes of salt, and it just opens and closes really easily. I stash these in my purse, in my kitchen, in my car. They're really inexpensive. Again, I get these on Amazon. I think you get 2 of these for $3 to $5, something like that, maybe less than $6. And you can just keep refilling them. I bought a container of Maldon sea salt, and you could fill it with Himalayan sea salt. You could fill it with regimen salt. You don't have to refill it with this brand by any means. It's just a great little container. I happen to like how this one tastes, so I just refill it with this. I buy a bigger box of this same salt and just refill these. And if they get kind of dented or I have issues with them, I'll just buy a few more. I mean, they're really inexpensive. Love. Okay, the next thing is also a food. This Angus sirloin steak burgers, USDA prime, all natural. I am a little snobby with my food. I like to make everything from scratch. Everything. I really do. I do not like a pre-made burger. My husband bought these last week for boys who were coming over for a sleepover, and I didn't want to make them. So we got these. I'm obsessed. They are so freaking good. One patty is 5.3 ounces. I got them at Publix. You get 6 for $12. They're 30 grams of fat, 0 carbs, 0 fiber, 0 sugar, 26 grams of protein. Y'all, the only ingredients are beef, salt, and pepper. That's it. But they taste flippin' amazing. Now, we did use some Fresh Jack's seasoning on it. We used one of, I think, Keto Chop House. We used that and put cheese on top. But these were, like, they tasted like I had made the burgers from scratch. They tasted like I had made the burgers, not a frozen patty. I don't even know. I don't know how they do it. I've never had one that I loved. If you can find these, run. It's grilling season, y'all. Run. I swear. They're amazing. Like, even my son, Andrew, he's picky like I am, and he was like, these are good. So, yes. I'll be repurchasing and repurchasing. Okay, last thing. Sorry, I got a little chatty, y'all. This has been a little long today. Anyways, this next one, it's not just a product that I love. I'm flippin' obsessed. This would be an obsession. And it's not my fault. It's Grace. Grace gets gastric. If you're watching this, girl, you got me hooked on this stuff. You mentioned it more than once. I had to try it. I got the individual packets of different flavors. I fell freaking in love. Legendary Foods. It comes in lots of different flavors. Legendary Foods peanut butter. This one is chocolate banana flavored peanut spread. It has 4 net carbs per serving and no added sugars. So 2 tablespoons has 160 calories, 13 grams of fat, 11 grams of carbs total, 2 fiber, 5 erythritol. So really only 1 actual sugar, and then 6 grams of protein. So this is not a health food. This is not bad for you, but this is when you have like a craving of all cravings for something sweet, this will do it. It'll fill that void. It tastes delightful. This one and the blueberry pie one are, I think is what it's called, are my favorites. I have not tried the Reese's Cup one, but they have a pecan pie one. I mean, this stuff is amazing. It is not cheap. It's not cheap. It's not an everyday food either. It is I need something rich and decadent right now, or I'm going to put my face in a chocolate cake. Grab this. All right, that's everything, y'all. Obsession, obsession, learning to do makeup, and The Price is Right. Can I hold all of these things? Obsession. I am obsessed with fresh jack spices. Okay, y'all. I'm trying to get all of these in here. These are just handy, and I really recommend them. Same with, oh, I can't do this. Same with my sports salt and my pouch vitamins. Try it, y'all. If you do, let me know what you think. Okay, bye, y'all. Talk to you soon. I'm losing it. Ah! Talk to you soon, y'all.